Okay. What is up with it, you guys? Wherever this is posted, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. Currently, it's 1 a.m. in the morning. Here, let me fix this camera. But I just want to take a moment to talk to y'all. Um, I don't know if any of y'all know, but I want to be an influencer to many people, to a lot of people, matter of fact, to a lot of people. But the thing is, the reason why I want to be an influencer, this is the reason why. So hear me out. So I've been through trials and tribulations that the good Lord that gave me, like God and Jesus gave me these trials and these tribulations that most people thought that I wasn't going to come back from, or fight back, or get back where I am now, physically back in shape, or wherever I am. I had a lot of people that doubted me my freshman year. There was a lot that happened. Like I fractured my back my freshman year, had to battle back from that. It was during football, and a lot of people thought down on me. They thought I wasn't gonna get back up and everything. I ain't trying to say that I was the kid pushed to the side, but the thing is, I just really wanna tell y'all, whatever y'all have in life, whatever goals, whatever dreams y'all have, when there's a hiccup, I don't want y'all to give up. I don't want y'all to give up because the good Lord is doing it for a reason. God and Jesus have this wonderful plan. The reason why you're going through what you're going through is not just for like no reason. I promise you. I know it seems like it's like, why'd this happen to me? Like my senior year was this year, and just listen to this. Well, I'll tell you I'll tell you this first. I dislocated my shoulder my 10th grade year of football, summer practice, and it was this shoulder. I dislocated my shoulder, and it put me out for a couple months. You know, I was kind of down, to be honest with you. I thought I wasn't going to get back to where I used to be physically, and just be where I am today. But see, I was put out for a while, like a good while, because I tore both of these labrums. Like they're still tore today. Like, sorry, excuse me. I just burped. um, I got a torn labrum in this shoulder and in the back of my shoulder. But the thing is, I don't let it stop me. But I had good people that helped me through that injury, without no doubt. But it's like this mental game, and I know it sucks. And I know there's people out there right now wanting to give up on they whatever they have in life. I'm telling you, if you want to be something, or if you want to do something, don't let an injury, don't let the sickness, don't let nothing stop you in life. Don't let those people that bug you and tell you that you're not going to make it in life doing whatever you want to do, or you're trying to achieve a goal that's not hurting someone, and that it's not hurting them or hurting anybody else, but you're doing good for yourself and they don't like it. Well, keep on going. Keep on going, because a lot of people don't like to see other people's success. All up in the end. When you're really successful, people will hate on you, because they just will. And it's really a part of it. And it really sucks, but honestly, it should fuel you no matter what happens in life. But I dislocated my shoulder, and I came back from that for from that. And honestly, it grew me even more as a person going through that. And y'all may not know me or whatever, but I just want to tell y'all never to give up on y'all's dreams. I mean, I had a dislocated shoulder and I'm still going. Like, I don't got no pain anymore. Thank the Lord. The Lord helped me out with my shoulder and everything. Like, I, if it wasn't for Him putting me through that trial and that tribulation, which this leads up to another injury this coming up last year or this year, which is 2023. I did it. I think I did it in 2022 or 2023 when it turned 2023. But anyways, so so where am I going with this? Okay, so that happened, and I dislocated my shoulder, right? And I learned how to get over that trial and that tribulation through God and Jesus. And you know what? My senior year, so 11th grade year, went with no problem. Everything was fine. Everything was dandy. It was a pretty good year. But my senior year of wrestling, so football was over. Had a good season of football. Nothing really happened. I was all good. And then all of a sudden, this was before state duels, and right before state duels, and it really sucked, and it was devastating, to be honest. I was wrestling this kid, and it was about second period or third period. It was third period, and he went to go take me on a mat return. If you don't know what a mat return is, it's where you pick up the guy and just trip him and just mat return him. I don't really know how to explain it too well, but I posted. I posted my elbow, this one in particular, and my body went this way, and this body part went this way. I went two different ways. We all know how that ends up. If your body's not going the same way, your body's confused and it just gets thrown out of line, right? Well, having that, he went to go take me down. I posted. You don't ever post on a mat return. Don't ever post. I mean, that's just key to wrestling. Don't. It was just a freak accident. But I posted and I dislocated my elbow. My elbow was done. Like I yelped about two or three times when it happened, and I sweeped it under why I was dislocated because the dude tried to arm chop me, which is a legal move, and which it was all legal. But the crazy thing is, I had that dislocated elbow, and in the moment of time that I had it laying there on the mat in front of thousands of people, and it was at home. Both of my injuries have been at home, which is lovely, to be honest with you. Even though you're like, what? Why? Because I'm at home. I'm at home with my family. Whether it's on my team, whether it's at home with all my family. That's with wrestling family, football family, whatever. It's all with that family. But yeah, and it was with that family, and I was just sitting there, and I was just laying right there, and I was just looking up. Sorry, there's a car over there. My bad. I was trying to see what they was doing. But I dislocated my elbow, and I was just laying there, and I was just thinking to myself, how do I get over this right now? Yeah, it's an injury, but how do I get over it? Like, not like get over it like, oh, it's just a dislocated elbow. It's how I handled that trial and that tribulation. So I dislocated my elbow, and honestly, it was wild. Just sitting here remembering it. And I just got back up from it, and I was laying there on the mat, and I was seeing all these faces and everybody around me, and they was so scared for me, and they was like, "Are you okay? Can you still feel in your hand?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I just kept on smiling and fighting through it because when that happens, it's how you react. You can react like the bad guy or the good guy. My whole thing is you can react like the superhero or the villain. It depends the way you're going to choose to come out on top. And honestly, I wasn't going to let this beat me. Yes, was I put out for state duels for a while? Honestly, injury was 6 months, recovery was 6 more months, and it put me out for a while. Like I didn't wrestle individuals or state duels, which really sucked. But it's okay because God put me through this trial and tribulation for a reason, like I'm telling y'all. But this leads up to my shoulder part. How do I go about this now? Well, I had a good trainer that trained me how to get back through my shoulder from my shoulder dislocation, which that was pretty wild too. But he taught me how to get over things like that. And I just remembered all the stuff that he told me when I was younger, when I dislocated my shoulder. And I just replayed it as I was going through shoulder rehab and recovery. And honestly, just going through that and going through those trials and tribulations, honestly, it's a blessing. I know it might seem y'all like, how's that a blessing? How's that a blessing to you? The reason why it's a blessing is because I figured a way out of the darkness. God and Jesus helped me figure out a way out of the darkness. And honestly, it was a blessing because they helped me along the way. And I just want y'all to do the same thing and know that it's gonna be okay. Now, is it gonna suck? Is it gonna be like long driving, all that stuff, and it's gonna be rough and tough and terrible? Yeah. It's gonna be hard, but you wake up and you put your feet on the floor, life begins. You know, when everybody's life was going, and mine was kind of stopped because this elbow was it was out. I kept on going. I kept on going, and I told myself, we've been through something like this before, so we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up on ourselves when everybody else did. Most people gave up on me when I had this dislocation too, which is all right. It's perfectly fine. A lot of people thought I wouldn't get back up to where I used to be. I mean, I understand having a dislocated elbow. Oh, let me tell you, that's probably the worst thing you can do is have a dislocated elbow. But really, I just wanted to speak on all this and eventually post this because I want y'all to know that I'm not just this guy. I have a story behind me, and it's for y'all. It's for y'all to be inspired and, like, go out there. Go out there. I mean, go. Don't wait on somebody to tell you to go. You should be going right now. You should be hitting your feet up in the morning, eating your food right, and doing everything right for the benefit of you, because nobody was really trying to benefit me when I had this trials and tribulations, which it was fine because it's a learning target. It's God and Jesus was teaching me something. Whatever that storm comes, like that really bad storm, like it's terrible, it's surrounding you. The thing is, we had this thing in wrestling too. We had this on our rings when we won state, which was not this year but last year. We're 2 times state champions. But anyways, uh, the whole thing is, like, God and Jesus said this too in the Bible somewhere. Don't take me with a grain of salt because I don't know where it is, but I know they say it. I know they say it some shape or form or some way. But this is the way they say it. The way they say it is, it's not about the strongest, it's not about the fastest, it's not who can do it better, but it's about the ones that endure to the end. So you got this big storm. You got this big storm around you. You can't see nothing but lightning and clouds, right? Well, that's when that comes in. Is it's not how you go about it or how strong you are. It's about how you endure and how you get through it. How you get through it. Like, you're not trying to bounce around it and avoid it and beat around the bush. It's about how you go through that problem and fix it and get it done and go right through it, even though it's terrible. Because there was this thing I heard the other day, and I don't know why, but it's so true. Well, I know why it's true. You'll hear it. So there's a story in which they do this. There was these buffaloes, right? They could sense storms. Animals can usually sense storms coming their way, and buffalo and I can't remember if it was sheep was the other animal. I think it was sheep or lambs or something like that. Well, that's the same thing. But there was these other animals that was on the farm, and they would sense that storm that was like I don't know how many miles, 10 miles in front of them. The other animal would run away from the storm as the buffalo would go right into it. The buffalo would go head on into it. You're like, why would they do that? Why would the buffalo go into the storm? Because it's what's on the other side. What's on that other side is greatness. As for the ones that are running away from the storm, they're still going to be caught in that storm no matter what, because they're running away from it, and it's running with them, and they're running with it. They're not trying to solve that problem. They're running into it. Actually, not into it, with it, I should say. Sorry. But the buffalo would go dead center in the storm, like raining, storming, lightning, this terrible, terrible storm. But the thing is, they went through that storm. And guess what's on the other side? It's grass and sunshine. Just grass and sunshine. And now they're chilling. Now, what is this all about? It goes to the same part of enduring that storm. Is you going through that storm, even though how tough it is, even though how rough it is, you can endure it. You can go through it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be rough. It's going to be terrible. But I promise you that you can get through it no matter what happens in life. I'm telling you, they do it for a reason. These trials, these tribulations that God and Jesus give you, it's all for a reason. And I just want to motivate people to not give up on themselves, because I'm a living proof and a living image by the grace of them. Thank the Lord, thank God and Jesus for everything that they have blessed me with. Whether it's this social media page or whatever it is. But I just wanted to talk for a little bit, get this off my chest. But I'm telling y'all, whatever y'all want to do, there's going to be these trials, there's going to be these tribulations. And don't think failure is bad. Everybody thinks, oh, I failed at this, I'm no good at it, I'm going to throw it away. Failing is just growth. That's the way you think at it. That's the way you should think of it. And you shouldn't compare yourself to anybody else, anybody's platform, or whatever you're trying to do. You're learning. You're starting from ground one. They're at a different level because they've been at ground one. That's the thing. They've been at ground one at one time before, like I have. The reason I have the body that I do is because I started from ground one, and then I had to work my way back up. I had to work my way up twice or more from the dislocations and stuff that I had. Nobody's just born like this or like anything that they have gotten. They have worked hard for it. They have took time. They have took amounts of dedication of their own time just to put into it. And that's the way you got to be. That's honestly the way you have to be. Is just dedicate yourself to it, even though there's some failure. The reason you fail is because you're going to fall. You need to get back up and start growing from it. Failure is only growth. I hate the thing wherein people say, I disagree with it. I don't hate it. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic. I disagree with it because everybody thinks failure is like, oh, you're no good at it. Don't ever do it again. You really suck at it. You shouldn't ever do it again. No. If that's what you really want, that's what you should go achieve in life. But yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God and Jesus, because the things that they have put me through, honestly, it's a blessing, because I've showed people what God and Jesus can put you through, but they can build you back from. Whatever they put you through, they'll build you up and make you a better person. And this is why I'm on here, is to motivate somebody else or help somebody else escape this mindset of like giving up, or I'm just this 9 to 5, or whatever they think they are, but they want to be something else. I'm telling y'all can do it. I promise y'all. Y'all just gonna have to stay dedicated. You're gonna have to work